my practice in the context of prayer room has been being in the prayer room and doing it and messing
Yeah.
up a ton, but just like, again, I have to, because I've been there for 10 years, the moments are highlights, right? So I do a 6 a.m. on Wednesday mornings, and no, there's no cameras, like, you know what I mean? But and we
Right.
mess up so much. We mess up all the time, like all the time, to be honest. But I think the more that you are doing it, the more it starts to become, it's like muscle memory. And so I think, to be honest, yes, practice, but I would say practice within the presence of God.
Yeah.
And that's been huge for me, because then vocally and piano, like it's like, honestly, it's like muscle memory. And the cool thing is, though, for us to remember, for you and me, is
Yeah.
like to remain students, because the goal is not to become professional, right? The goal is to respond to God, to have fun, to be creative, but there'll always be a learning to this, to be honest. Even with music, we'll never be able to figure out music. But is there foundations that we can learn 100%? Like learning the Nashville number system is huge. That helps, right? You probably know it. Like little things like that. So when you're communicating with other musicians, you guys can be on the same page. So there are foundation things that we should get down. But aside from that, you can only build chemistry with people by actually playing with them. And so that's another thing. I think the reason, again, the moments are great, but that's 10 years plus of people playing together all the time. And so there is an ease that comes to that you can't replicate, just like much as like there's teams at Bethel that they've been playing for years and it's just so easy. So practice, yes, but practice within the presence, and don't be afraid to mess up. Like, yeah. So I hope that helps.